Nithyanandam, everyone.
Nithyanandam Prabha Swami.
Nithyanandam Swami. Prematma Swami.
So what are we going to share today?
Swami, I wanted to share something about powerful cognition that has happened in us maybe this morning or yesterday. Do you have anything to share? You start first.
What I wanted to share was from Swamiji's Satsang last night.
Okay.
Swamiji spoke about Amrutattva and Virya. What I have been pondering about, I think it was a repeat Satsang we have been watching for the last 2 days. Pondering about Amrutattva. What Swamiji has spoken about it and what I have gathered out of it. This is what I wanted to share today.
Little louder, please.
Yes. So Amrutattva, Swamiji says that is the pure existence inside you. Normally in life, we get excited or depressed over small things. For example, if you are walking on a street and somebody is saying, "Oh, you look so beautiful," that is enough to make someone very excited and think, "Oh, wow, I'm so beautiful, I'm so great," just because I'm beautiful or something like that. At the same time, if someone is like shouting at you, "Oh, you don't do anything good, you always mess up things," now that is enough to put us in a very low mood to feel really bad about ourselves. So where our identity, where our existence that we think we are, we can either get carried away this way or that way and swing very easily. And in Satsang, Swamiji told that, like, for example, if you really want to experiment with this, you say you get wet in the rain and catch cold. In that, you will feel
like me now. Not cold. Just something
some allergic reaction maybe. So he says in that cold, you will feel cranky, maybe powerless, and maybe cranky and powerless, and you will be going through that low mood and go through that period. And in that, watch your mood. You will see there is a part of you which is going feeling low, feeling cranky, feeling this really depressed mood or whatever. But at the same time, also notice there is a part in you which is a pure light which doesn't get affected by this. So that Swamiji told to witness in us. Likewise, he said, okay, now after you get better, now experiment with coffee. Now we know that coffee makes us high. He says, don't drink just 1 cup of coffee.
Half a liter.
Like a half liter of coffee. And experiment with that. And as you drink this whole lot of coffee, you will be like such a high energy and high. And he says, even this is not you. Watch the high mood, and in that also, you see that space in you which is not even getting affected by this. That pure light, that space is you. So that is what Swamiji was talking about.
That's a perfect one, ma. Swami, since you talked about that, I also want to share something relevant to this. Relevant to the similar topic is, and I was listening to Swamiji's talk on, obviously yesterday also, plus on mature conversation. Mature conversation, in that Swamiji was telling how our existence never changed. He says very beautifully, he says, your upadhi can change. Then I was listening, what do you mean? Your title can change. Your existence as woman can change. Your existence as man can change. Your existence as old can change. Oh, my existence as young can change. But the existence, you yourself, existence never changed. Oh my God. See, ma, before this, I used to, when some sort of reading, seeking for spirituality, I came across this. I'm sure many have come across that. Your soul, your existence is like untouched. You cannot be cut by sword, cannot be wet by water, I never understood what they mean. I remember when I was taking shower, what they mean. I'm getting wet. But only after Swamiji happened, at least for me in my life, he speaks to me the language I can understand. I always feel like, not only me alone, I've heard many people say that he's speaking to me.
Exactly. Every individual feels that he's talking to us.
How is that, ma? How is that even possible?
Right. I mean, Swamiji's words, when he talks, it is not just words. It is the energy behind his words. And also when Swamiji is talking, he is talking to the being. Even if there are like 1,000 people in a hall, when Swamiji is addressing, he is talking to every individual being who's sitting there, and each one feels that he's
that
talking
reminds
to.
me, because somebody said I am connecting to the being, not the count of people sitting there.
So you are not a count, you are not a number, you are a being. That's what Swamiji says.
Correct. And how in that whole program, everybody felt, not only, see, another powerful thing with Swamiji, literally everyone walks out with so much gratitude.
Mhm.
Because Swamiji is the guru who has given us spiritual experience. He doesn't just say,
It's not words. It's not just words.
that's what I found in spirituality is so difficult for us, because we read and we don't understand, because it's a higher truth. But here he gives us Shakshi Pramana,
Correct.
where we become the witness experiencer.
Right. It is not just words, where it is not philosophy, it is not high-end knowledge. It is not just a mumbo jumbo. When we don't really understand, it just becomes a mumbo jumbo. But Swamiji is making us experience it. When he says something, like like I said, it is an energy which immediately gets to our being, and we understand. It becomes a part of us. There is no practicing. Swamiji actually even says, even if you don't understand what I'm saying, meaning like when Swamiji talks in a different language, and people may feel, oh, I don't know this language. Well, am I really understanding?
Correct.
He says it's better if you don't understand, because if you don't understand it, you start analyzing the words and miss what I'm saying. So when he's talking, he's pure energy. That pure energy hits and gives a transformation.
I relate with you, that Swami. So one more thing I want to share and ask also, which you're sharing, is, Seema, today we both did our puja in the temple. So what is the powerful cognition? What is that, making us keep wanting to offer puja? Is that anything you want to share?
It is that space of gratitude.
You nailed it. I feel the same.
See, what actually I wanted to share, one of the things that, last few days, when I'm going through the Facebook pages and scrolling through different posts where people are posting so much of love that they share for Swamiji, thanking Swamiji, showing like beautiful posts, beautiful pictures, lot of gratitude for Swamiji, lot of, oh, thank you Swamiji, love you Swamiji, like that, like so many
Seriously.
posts are, I noticed, and I was thinking, oh my God, so many people's lives Swamiji has transformed, and all these beings are in such a space of gratitude, and their fear, worry, that day-to-day life worries Swamiji has removed, that anger, violence, and all of that. So by this, Swamiji has actually reduced the burden on Mother Earth. So many beings are in such a space of gratitude. They are actually blessing people, healing people. Just imagine how many people's worries that he has removed, how many people's suffering he has removed, and all these light beings are actually walking on the earth and blessing the planet Earth. Swamiji actually says that, like a person, just by the worry or the number of thoughts that we are going through, we can be burdened to the planet Earth. And like if you're walking, the body heat, that can actually, if you keep walking on the grass, that can actually kill the grass that is under your feet. So such is the effect of our worries, our fears, and whatnot emotions that we go through. And just looking through these posts, I was thinking, oh my God, so many people's lives Swamiji has transformed, removed their suffering, and moved them to the space of gratitude. So that is something that I've been seeing, and especially in the puja, when we offer our gratitude, that is our time we allocate to specifically, to especially that time is allocated to connect with our Guru. To connect with, and after that we do the Shiva Puja, connect with Shiva and offer our thanks and gratitude for giving us such a wonderful life.
Yes, so my cognition with that is, and through my personal experience, see, obviously we start offering, invoking Guru, and Swami said, do not have any ritual in your life. So even that is like manifesting, having, experiencing Sadashiva Swamiji Guru in our inner space, and how Swamiji says that a Guru is mother, father, and Swamiji didn't say, actually the explanation of Guru Puja itself, because we are all able to relate with him in all different bhavas. Mother, father, friend, beloved, And Guru himself. Oh my God. And God for some people. Of course, all of us. So, and when you see him, and sometimes when we don't even see him in a physical form, that offering Guru Puja brings us feel like that oneness with him. That, and Swamiji beautifully said, man, this over the weekend workshop, I mean, not even workshop, the sharing with the inner awakening graduate, others who already kind of evolved a little bit and already have that feeling connection. Because 21 days and 31 days spending in the breathing space of Master, and they have made that as highest priority in their life. Because as usual, Sadashiva does a test. He said, you have to pay a certain amount of money. Swamiji gives so many things for free. Absolutely, from food to books. Excuse me, just for a moment.
Yeah, yes. See, actually, there are so many wonderful programs that Swamiji is offering, and everyday satsangs he gives. And 90%, more than 90% of the programs that Swamiji is giving is actually free, where we can transform our life. As per Vedic tradition, knowledge is free.
Correct.
So Swamiji is giving all the knowledge available to us. If anyone goes to the YouTube link, youtube.com/Nithyananda TV,
it's free.
People
108 asana of yoga is free. Daily satsang is free. All the even inner awakening workshops about wealth, manifestation, healing, oneness, third eye awakening meditation, absolutely for free, ma. Even third eye, he's giving for free. Just if you attend one day, now you made me excited. No, imagine which master gives this. I mean, so many masters work on this. So many religion worked on this. But Swamiji is the first living avatar, the rare living incarnation. Not only has revealed this science, but is giving to the humanity.
See, right. See, there are so many masters that have come. Either they are living alone in Himalayas, they are living in a secluded place, or they are enriching few lives, or whoever is going and seeking them. But Swamiji's mission is to transform the whole humanity itself. He says, my mission, my vision is to make every being realize that he is Sadashiva. By that, he does not talk about just human beings. He means every single being on planet Earth to realize that their purpose is
when you tell that, let me make it more solid. When he said being, we have Swamiji give on Sundays Diksha, initiation. That is a power of a master in the human form. See, a candle can be lit by another candle, not through electricity. You need to have a candle that's lit. This lit candle can lit another 100,000, million, billion other candles, right? So Master Swami, who's enlightened, who's an incarnation, he can just give you the Diksha, initiation. On Sundays, as Swami said, he's not only giving to us, you should see how devotees bring pets to get Diksha for them. Did you see, man?
Yeah, I've seen some dogs come in.
Correct.
And all our Goshala cows have gotten initiation.
And our parrots got initiated.
Wow.
And oh my, so this is where when you said beings, he's not just telling human beings. He literally means beings that we cannot see with our eyes. That's why when it comes to programs, he never say how many people sitting, how many lives. He's very particular with what there are lives that we cannot see.
Right. In the Agama, actually, in Shiva Agama, Shiva mentions that the Shiva Diksha has to be given to all beings. There is no limit that it has to be given to human beings. And also that it has to be given free. So Swamiji, everything that Swamiji does is per Agama. And he follows his integrity to Sadashiva and his integrity to following the Agamas. It's just unbelievable. Yeah. And with that, every weekend, every Sunday, regardless of how busy Swamiji is, whatever his travel plans, whatever it is, it all works around this so that to make himself available for the people.
Makes himself available. Ma, I've seen, like in Kumbh Mela, literally he sits hours together, no break, food, water, bathroom, zero. I mean hours means 10, 12 hours. Non-stop, because thousands of people.
Lakhs of people, I heard, are coming every single day to Kumbh Mela.
Oh my God, how many, I'm not telling 1,000, I mean 1,000, 2,000. It's like, like hundreds, just like imagine, and that fast with his speed. I'm not even talking human speed. He's giving Diksha with, and obviously when I was talking Kumbh Mela, North India, immediately they recognize he's Mahadev. He's Mahadeva. He's like Mahadev, Jai Mahadev.
The devotion that the North Indian people have and the respect they have for sadhus is just unbelievable.
I tell you, seriously.
So, lakhs of people every day they came. Actually, we are talking about the Ujjain Kumbh Mela that happened in 2016.
I mean, what, Swamiji, just because we are wearing kavya and we see people touching our feet.
Exactly.
And even in the airport, how nice the New Delhi airport. I have to really acknowledge that here. In New Delhi airport, the officers, the staff, as soon when they see we are sannyasi, the way they receive is so different. Their body language, their mannerism. At least that shows they are representing India, Hinduism. And how nice to see when that Indian officers, they know they have to give privilege to our sannyas sampradaya, people who are representing that. Officers, such polite language they welcome us, no?
Yeah.
That's my experience. I just choose to fly out of New Delhi, fly into New Delhi. The experience they give, they receive, the space they hold for Hinduism and sannyas. And Swamiji have shared his personal experience during his Parivrajika time. North India is the only place he never gone even one day without food. Because he never even had basic needs, house, clothes or food. Food is only what he was begging. Houses was under the bridge. And clothes is just a gunny bag like that. But people that can't, whenever they see Swami, Baba, they will just offer it.
It's such a beautiful blessing. Actually, Swamiji had even mentioned once that if he had an opportunity, if he had his choice, he would have taken birth in Gujarat. That is his favorite place. And Swamiji said if he had a choice, he would have taken birth in Gujarat. And he had shared one beautiful story about grandmother. You remember that story?
Yeah, very much.
Can you share that?
Oh, yeah. What I remember, of course. If I find the video link, I can share that link here. That was when he was a sadhu, Swamiji was traveling. He ended up, I don't know how, with one older woman. She doesn't have any property, literally a small hut with one cow she was living. And she somehow felt connected with Swamiji. She's such a devoted
Great devotee of Krishna.
Lord Krishna. She has a deity who she worships. So when she saw Swamiji, and Swamiji, she gives shelters as a sadhu, as we said earlier. This North Indian and Gujaratis, they just welcome sadhus, even our personal experience, so beautifully. So when this grandmother let Swamiji stay in her house, after 2-3 days, some days, she didn't want Swamiji to go. Swamiji have to go after 3 days because he's a sadhu.
He cannot stay. Sannyasi, he cannot stay in a place more than 3 days. So he was staying at a place for a few days, and he was 2-3 days, and he was about to leave.
And she already feel like he's the Krishna, the feeling connection with Swamiji. Swamiji have so much, and he talked about her so much connection, and talked about her because he said she's she looks like an older woman, simple
village
woman,
lady.
but she's able to give him the experience. She said she connect with the Krishna, like eating, relating, and Swamiji was thinking, what are you doing?
She is actually, so she has a small deity of Krishna.
She'll talk to him, love him.
And she will feed him, she will talk to him and live with Krishna as if he's standing there. And
Swamiji was thinking to one point, I think he asked, why? And then she holds Swamiji's hand and literally she pointed, did you see? It's Krishna. It's Krishna. And Swamiji saw that. So he said,
Swamiji had the experience when she held Swamiji's hand and she showed Krishna, and she was telling Krishna, why don't you tell, Swamiji not to go, and can't you see Krishna is standing right here? She held Swamiji's hand and showed the murti. Swamiji himself saw that Krishna was standing there. And he was just amazed because this old village lady, just out of her pure bhakti, she was able to give that experience, transmit that experience of the presence of Lord Krishna there to Swamiji.
That is the power of Hinduism.
Correct. That is the power of Hinduism. Where even an old, it's a simple lady.
Anybody, just a bhakti, devotion, feeling, connection, oneness. That's it.
That is the greatness of the Gujarat land, where people are great devotees of Lord Krishna.
Oh yeah, and also we have that temple, famous Shiva temple there.
Right.
Hey, Amma, what I wanted to tell is that when you're talking about Gujarat and everything, like grandmother oneness and everything, Swamiji made the statement recently. He said, "You are not lower than me. I mean, here's a living incarnation who's all revered him as God, who have experienced whatever they understood as God, they've experienced in Swamiji." Swamiji said, "You are not lower than me. You're neither higher than me, nor you are equal with me."
Equivalent.
Oh my God. It's like,
When
where is he taking us?
yeah,
He said, "You are in oneness with me.
you are one with them, right?
Yeah.
When Swamiji talks,
You're one with me." Yes.
he uses very powerful words. Actually, he says, "You are not less than
That
me."
words gives us a real experience. When he
Right.
said, because it's very integrated, it's so true. And he said, "Yeah, we are no."
See, the one thing that caught me there when he says, like, "Okay, you are not less than me." He's just not just saying, "Okay, you're not less than me." He says, "If you think you are less than me, that is an abusal to me."
Correct.
That is
So
like
that's not
such a powerful, like such a like a very powerful way to say. And then he
So
says,
there's no room for you to feel goody goody. Oh, I'm less than
"Oh,
somebody.
yeah."
No.
He says, if you think, "Oh, you're thinking lower than me," is being humble. No, that is not being humble. That's actually an abusal to me.
Correct.
Likewise, if you think you're higher than me, that is just stupidity.
How many gurus will say, "If you think you are lower than me, he is an abuser to me"?
Right. Yeah. So there is, see, again and again, it is not, Swamiji is not just about, it's about declaring, "Oh, I am Sadashiva, come here and fall at my feet, and you beg to me and whatever you want you receive." No. Swamiji does not like that. Actually, he will tolerate for that for some time, but he wants us to realize that we are
You
Sadashiva.
tolerate also until we have that powerful cognition. Once we're able to see, and like he said, once we're able to root it, like this banyan tree root goes in and steady, then he's able to tell, "Hey, you are Sadashiva." That's all he's keep revealing now. You are Mahadeva.
Every day,
Oh my
Satsang,
God.
the basic essential truth that Swamiji is trying to make us understand, make us realize that we are Sadashiva.
That
He uses
all the
different words.
powerful cognition.
He uses
Fundamentally,
different words,
yes.
whether it is Amritattva, or he was talking yesterday about Virya, and different the satsang that you were sharing. In different satsangs, where Swamiji again and again and again and reiterates and wants us to realize is that we are Sadashiva. You are not less than me, you are not higher than me, you are not equivalent to me, but you are one with me. I have realized I am Sadashiva. So, basically saying that he wants us to realize that we are Sadashiva itself. And
Right.
that is the powerful cognition he wants us to have for us, no matter what we are dealing with in life.
And talking about it, Swamiji is not just giving words for you to experience, for us to experience we are Sadashiva, Mahadeva, Mahasadashiva. He goes to the extreme of putting us to any higher state, doesn't matter for his image. Example, he makes us to manifest powers. We can do remote healing right now. If you give a picture, if you're sick, we can give healing. We can do remote viewing from here. We can describe how is your house. We can so many things. We are even to the stage able to move conscious over. So many things in our life we can just manifest. After living around Swamiji, this is what I experienced. No need to struggle in life. He literally give you experience. Live as God. Something he say in Tamil. So he gives us that experience, not just words. That is why so many people are coming, because their inner image is getting higher. When we are in the society, they put us low and low and low. Even though you are a graduate, you're a degree holder, but you have to be a worker under somebody. But with Swamiji, like now, we are talking. It's not like we're an expert. We have so much doubt. But he said, "Put my picture and talk. Don't worry." How many people will tell when you're just a mature, new, "Oh, put my picture and talk"? They will make sure you're really polished, practice, you're really presenting well. Then only they will let you to go up, out there, represent them. But Swamiji, whether we are new, we are kids, male, old, young, name it, female. You just give us, go to the stage, go to the TV, go whatever that makes you feel.
See,
raises
actually,
you.
he is more interested in the individual transformation than the name and the fame or the growth of the organization.
Whatever he has, he want to give it to us.
Yes.
Whatever he has, even outer world. I'm not to mention inner world of his power, his state, even whatever outer world. Man. If he has a nice cloth sari next, you'll say, "Can we get this?" If you have a nice restaurant, can we? So, anyway, thank you so much for listening to us. This is really beautiful that we have able to share this long. I think it was one of the first time. I feel like I can just go on and on and on and to share. But a really nice sharing the powerful
The
cognition.
powerful cognitions and clicks that Swamiji gives us every day. And he, like, literally, he does not leave a loophole where we can miss out on the powerful cognition. In every single way, our lifestyle that we live here in the Adinam, starting from like the morning yoga, the neem juice, and the puja, and watching satsang, in like any different dimensions, basically preparing our body, preparing our mind, and preparing our being to make us realize, to help us realize that we are Sadashiva, and for us to hold that state. So continuously, Swamiji is making himself available for us to realize that we are Sadashiva. Today we are in the Adinam, and many of you might be watching outside, but Swamiji is available for all of us. His only purpose and vision is to make every single being realize that we are Sadashiva. So hope you can join us here. Come to the Bengaluru Adinam and experience Swamiji for yourself and realize that you are Sadashiva.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Nithyananda.
watching. Nithyananda.